Hello and welcome back to another Sims 4 episode. I am the Groggy Turtle and today we're going to be trying out these scenarios. I'm curious how they function and I have no idea if they will happen organically while playing The Sims or not. It should, but I doubt it does. And so far we have three. We have the Too Many Toddlers scenario, which is the one we're going to be doing, and the other two I might check out some other day, but we'll see. But this one's timed, and I might as well check this one out. So let's get right into this, shall we? I went ahead and started making our new sim for this playthrough. My game was acting a little bit sketch, honestly. Every time I tried to get a toddler into the game sort of froze, which was alarming, but luckily, once everything got introduced, things seemed to function normally. So I decided I'd make the mom character. I was going to create a dad who might have gotten like the custody of the toddlers, which would perhaps have been more of an interesting story, but I didn't really want to get too attached to these characters because they could be a one-off family for this scenario in particular, so I'm kind of going with the basics but trying to make everything look nice as well. I got all the outfits for the mom character and I only gussied up the first outfit, the everyday wear for the toddlers, and just left everything else as it was because it was taking too long and I wanted to jump into the scenario right away and just start playing around with it and see what it had to offer or what it was like, and you know, all that jazz. Alright, these are the completed outfits. All the toddlers got names and traits as well, and all of those were all randomly generated, even for the adult. I only did the everyday outfits for the toddlers and didn't really touch anything else. I did do their hair too. We've got a "You've started this challenge" prompt when we entered the game. I think the icon for the scenarios looks nice, just some nice pastel colors. So immediately I jumped into build and buy. I needed to make this house work for this challenge, which means I need 3 potties for the kids since none of them got independent. We'll have to teach them all individually. We need some tater tot beds, and I just wanted to get the iPads as well because I can't divide my character's attention at all times, so it's best to have them doing something and teach one to get some of their skills up a little faster. We need to get 4 skills to level 3 before they age up. That's the goal. I also wanted to get rid of the double bed and all the tater tots beds into the same bedroom so that they're all kind of in one convenient spot. The kids may be able to sleep a little better if the parent is in the room with them, so they won't get up from nightmares as often, I don't believe. At least not from my experience. I also wanted to give the tater tots some pocket food, which means I'm just going to buy a bunch of seeds and so that they have veggies and fruits and whatever to their disposal so that they can eat at all times if I can't provide something quick enough. It should work. It should work. I didn't place any lot perks, so there's no child's play buffs or anything like that. It probably would have gotten this done a lot quicker, but it's alright. Pretty sure I can get their skills up quick enough by itself without the aid of any house perks, you know, because I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling cocky. I've got this, no problem. 3 toddlers are easy. You just have to get into the right rhythm, you know? Okay, so we got through the first night, no problem. Everyone's knees are in pretty good shape. I really want to get the toddlers to level 2 in their potty training, so if they need to use the bathroom at any given time, they can do it on their own without any further need for training. I am mostly focusing on imagination on their tablets so far. If they complete that, I'll be getting up any of their skills that have been being worked on, so like their movement, their intelligence, or their speech, or whatever the case may be. If it's not just sitting at level 1 empty, if there's some green in it, I'm gonna work on it. I did realize that I was on infinite life, even though I started a brand new save file, which I thought was super weird. So I jumped back in there and changed that to normal age or normal life or whatever the hell they call it. So everything should be aging up naturally now and organically. So we bought a bathtub because everyone started getting a little bit stinky. We dealt with that issue pretty quickly. I'm sort of running our Sims into the ground when it comes to their energy levels. I like to try to get as most out of the days as much as possible when trying to build up this kid's skill level. But hey, at least the rest of their needs are in the green so far. The clingy toddler's attention drops faster than the rest, which isn't surprising. Makes things a little more challenging, I guess. But is it a good challenge or a bad one? I'm not really sure. It does most certainly slow their skill building a lot, so I decided to do the flashcards with him and keeps his attention up long enough to get his skills up. He does get tired of it though, so too bad. He chose to be clingy. Alright, so we finally got all the kids pretty much trained up for the rest of the day, and they're all in bed. Mom's asleep and trying to get some of her energy up, and oh no. No, Vlad. Vlad. Don't you dare. I have no energy. Stop. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Really? Well, this just threw a wrench into things, didn't it? Thanks, Vlad. Thanks. Really appreciate this. Okay, now that Vlad Dickosaurus is gone now, I can try to get my character's stats back up. Even though I had a minor setback, I managed to quickly get things back under control. We are nearly done with the challenge. Potty training is complete across the board, and the other skills are very, very close to completion. So far, my thoughts on scenarios is they're very straightforward. This challenge in particular isn't very difficult or anything, but there's only one way of actually being able to complete it. It's just a skill building thing. I'm curious to see how the other ones may turn out. Hopefully some of them get a little more player creativity involved into completing certain tasks, you know? But right now this one sort of has a similar vibe to the 100 baby challenge. It's just obviously way smaller. You got 3 kids, you know, instead of 100. I really hope that eventually The Sims 4 will give you better rewards for completing things, like a new hairstyle depending on which route you completed, maybe a new shirt or shoes or pants, and maybe a new tattoo, you know, stuff like that, to kind of give it more incentive to completing them, rather than just having your standard satisfaction points, which I believe we gain pretty dang quickly in the game as it is already. I mean, Preston already has a ton of satisfaction points, and I've only bought, what, perception, I think, or observant, or whatever the word was, and something else, but I can't really remember what it was off the top of my head. Anyways, I think it would be pretty cool if we had the option to create our own little scenarios as well. I think that would be pretty cool, honestly. Either make it an option during CAS or just as an in-game event type thing, kind of like a holiday and seasons or something, you know, just to kind of give you an idea. I don't know. It's just one of those things. For its first iteration, at least it's working, though very sparse and simple. There's a great deal of potential for these types of things. Being able to perhaps do these like quests would be really fun as well. I mean, they did do it for Journey to Batu, and I think another one, but I can't remember what it was. Strangerville, that's what it was, I think. So perhaps something special in game, you know, as like a quest for these types of scenarios to go to would be pretty fun. So for example, there's a kid who lost their cat and it ran away, and you'd have to go and find a yellow plumb bob that's that particular kid's pet, you know, and you pick it up and you bring it back to the kid, and you get some kind of a reward for it. Either it be satisfaction for that particular scenario, or you might be able to get a brand new pet collar or something that's not in the original game. If they're like hidden items, kind of like collectibles. That would be really, really cool and really fun. I think that would make it more engaging. But perhaps that could give us some more things to look forward to and interact with if we see fit to do so. Alright, so we did manage to complete this scenario. It took me roughly an hour and 30 minutes to complete as a whole. This was a shorter video, but I really do hope that you enjoyed watching. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and perhaps consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. What are your thoughts on the scenarios so far? Personally, I think there is a lot of potential if expanded on in the correct areas. I don't know, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Alright, I think that's going to be the end of this video. We'll see you in the next video. This is Monstrosity saying bye-bye!